His life was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true. And now he brings his dream to you. In a Spoonful Paolo.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Spoonful of Paolo! Okay, so today we are talking with MSNBC news anchor Thomas Roberts. Now, you may have seen his live interview last week with the plaintiffs in the Prop 8 case get interrupted by a phone call from President Barack Obama himself. Now, I can't wait to talk to Thomas and find out what this ruling means for equality in America. So I'll see you there. Thomas Roberts on a Spoonful of Paolo. Thank you very much for being on our show.
This is fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Do we not take care of you? Look at this.
This is great. A cup.
The cup.
I love this.
Yes, it's just with water, so if you're thirsty, drink it.
And a fancy straw that's, oh, wow.
This we learned from the Oprah show.
This is nice.
Stainless steel. Yeah.
It gives the illusion of bendy, but not bendy. I like
exactly.
this.
We take care of you. Okay, so someone had a big week last week. Okay, let's just start by June 25th, 2013. You were proclaimed Thomas Roberts Appreciation Day. Congratulations.
Yes, in New York.
In New York. So
yes.
How does that feel?
It was a big surprise. We were invited to attend and be honored at a Changemakers event that Macy's was having at Herald Square, and then the borough president of Manhattan, Scott Stringer, named these proclamations for a collection of people, and one was me.
That is really.
So it was fantastic. It was a big honor. So it was like 8 o'clock by the time we got out of there. So I had about 4 hours to enjoy Thomas Roberts Day, but I had to be in bed by 9:30. So my husband Patrick, the thing I got, normally I have to set the coffee maker at night. He set the coffee maker that night.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
So that was what I got for my day.
Oh my God, because then, of course,
because that's a big relief, knowing that the coffee's made.
No, we all need it
when
in the morning.
alarm
First thing in the
goes off
morning,
at
he
4
sets it up,
a.m.
of course.
Yes.
Obviously, the next day was a big thing, because then on the 26th,
yeah.
with DOMA and Prop 8, we said goodbye to them.
Correct.
And let me tell you, I was up the whole night. I was on Twitter. I was on Facebook. And when they did the ruling, when they revealed it, I was so... there's no feelings to describe. Just cried. I mean, my Patrick was sleeping. I woke him up, went downstairs, turned the TV on, and there you were, okay, live, talking to the plaintiffs of Prop 8, correct?
Correct. I was talking to Sandy and Chris.
But then something happened where President Barack Obama interrupted and called them while you were talking with them.
Which was fantastic.
When that was happening live, what was going through your mind?
All right, so when I got Sandy and Chris, my executive producer, Amnika, said, in my ear, so I'm talking to them and asking them questions. Then my producer came in my ear and said, the president might be calling on a cell phone to congratulate them. And I thought, in my head, like I'm listening to the, how they're answering, and I'm listening to my producer, I'm thinking, well, that's not going to happen. Then out of the corner of the interview, you hear Chad saying, yes, Mr. President, I can hear you. And that's Chad Griffin, the head of the HRC. So I heard that in my ear, and I thought, oh, wow, this is going to happen. And the next thing you know, he just walks into the shot and puts his iPhone on speaker and says, I have the president on the line. And at that, it was great.
Were the producers telling you to ask a question to President Barack Obama? I thought I heard from someone. What could you have asked him when this is all happening?
My executive producer did want me to try, and I thought, well, first, I'm going to have to, tell one of the ladies, because they had IFB, so they could hear me, ask one of the ladies to ask the president a question. I just thought there are too many layers to do that.
Smart.
And let this be as organic as it can be. And as meanwhile, I'm hosting this hour, anchoring this hour, and I'm totally glued and transfixed to what's happening, that you get sucked into the moment where you forget that you've got to be ringmaster of this moment.
Yeah.
It was great, though. It was really great, and it was a beautiful moment, and it was my best professional hour of television, and certainly my best personal hour of television, too.
I was going to ask you, what does this mean personally to you and your husband, Patrick, that this ruling had happened? What does this mean to you deeply inside?
Well, I think it's good. For us, it's a huge validation from our country to be respected and have the dignity that we've always known we've had and should have, but now it's of equal footing. And the BS reindeer games that we've all had to deal with for a long time in the LGBT community, that's done. And the discussion is over. The country is broadly in popular support of marriage equality, but now we have the Supreme Court, we have the White House. And here's the thing. I do not think that minority rights should be put up for a majority vote. And for any states out there that are looking to put this on a ballot coming up anytime soon, well, that's just BS in and of itself, because this is not something that needs to be put on a ballot for people to vote for. Now,
So that's day one.
in November, we saw 4 states that voted overwhelmingly in favor of marriage equality. Now, I think that's fantastic. I still...
But not every state's like that.
Well, but I'm glad to see, it warms my heart to see that people recognize the one, they're for it, or two, I mean, they might not be for it, but maybe they feel the same way that minority rights shouldn't be put up for a majority vote, so we should vote in the affirmative for this in a positive direction.
If the ruling wasn't in favor of us, would that have been hard for you to report this, you think?
Sure, I definitely think that it would have been hard because of justice delayed is justice denied. And in this situation, justice is on the side of marriage equality, constitutionally, the foundational principles of our country. So I would have certainly been disappointed, but I think that the LGBT community would have, gotten up, dusted itself off, and figured out, okay, well, let's figure out another go at this.
Thomas, for me, it's exciting seeing or talking to you, because you are the first news cable anchor to come out, and that was in 2006. You're also the first one to have a same-sex marriage, which was in 2012, I believe, right?
Yes.
So, because I always say it's really tough to be the first to do anything, but what you did, were you ever nervous that when you were going to come out, that maybe your career would affect your career? Like, was that going through your head? Were you scared at all during that time?
It did affect my career, I think.
Because you were at CNN when you came out in 2006, right?
I was with CNN at the time, and I think to a degree that it may have affected my career. I mean, we're to a certain time and place now where all the people that I wanted to jump off the ship with me around the same time have now jumped off the ship. So that's good. Because many of the people, that when I came out at CNN, I was working with them at CNN, and we still have, a couple more to go that are very popular and come into people's homes, and everybody's timing is their own thing. I totally don't think anybody needs to be pushed or outed, but we are getting to a place in time where it is an issue. Because you are going to be looked at as if you're ashamed, as if you're trying to hide who you really are for the greater glory of some type of career. Secret lives and secrets, private lives are good, secret lives destroy.
And when you have a secret, you won't be able, what I've learned is that if you're carrying a secret, you're not going to be able to be the person who you're meant to be. I feel like even with the show, like if I'm just being me and I'm out there,
you get to own it.
Exactly.
You get to live in it.
Definitely.
You get to be the best you and bring the best you to the table without fear of reprisal or fear that you're going to say something wrong.
And I remember when I watched you did a video of It Gets Better, and there was a part when you said you've got to know and believe that you're here for a purpose just the way you are.
Correct.
And that, I just like to hear it's just beautiful. And what do you think your purpose in life is? Saying that.
I'm still figuring out mine. I did that It Gets Better campaign message because when I was 15, I attempted suicide, and I did not believe at that time that it would get better. I thought that any truth in my life meant it's going to get worse. So I don't know. I think that's part of my purpose. I don't know if I figured out my complete purpose, but I know that being honest and using my own struggles in a helpful way, that helps me, and hopefully it helps others. I feel very fortunate that in where I've landed and what I've been able to accomplish at this point in my life, that I can be open and honest, that I can talk about where I've come from. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Because I feel really content at where I am at this point.
I'm curious, when I watch in the morning and I see you in your tie, by the way, I'm wearing a tie for the first time on our show because you wear a tie every single day.
Really?
So, yeah, so
You look so nice.
We've done, this is like 51 episodes now with you, and so in all episodes, this is the first time wearing a tie just for you. Okay?
I feel very special. Thank you.
So thank you very much. But when you're not working...
I'm going to teach you to tie it better now.
Oh, wait, I didn't tie it. He did. He tied it.
Oh, Patrick tied this? All right.
I didn't tie it.
All right.
But what do you watch? Like, do you watch The Real Housewives? Because I see you every morning, you're doing your thing, but when you're home with your husband, do you guys watch The Real Housewives? What do you watch?
Oh gosh, well mainly we don't have cable, so we only watch PBS.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
We,
okay. Whatever.
No, I'm kidding.
But my inner monologue
No,
is okay.
all right. So anything with Real Housewives in the title gets DVR'd. So that's done.
I love it.
The latest one that I'm into is Pretty Wicked Moms.
Oh my God, Pretty
on
Wicked Moms.
Lifetime.
Yeah, on Lifetime. Yep. Oh my God.
Which is great because we lived in Atlanta for 6 years, and there's these women remind me of someone that I know, like 7 different incantations of the same woman.
Oh my God.
I mean, we do have a lot of reality TV. I'll be honest about that.
I'm good. That's what I heard. But I'm like, I'm gonna just ask him and see if it's just to confirm that it's true. And I like.
Yeah,
that.
no.
I like that.
No, Real Housewives. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what city. It's DVR.
And I love that. I love that. I seriously can't thank you enough for being on our show because I just think your story has helped so many people, including mine, that you've inspired us just to live a truthful life. And
That's
I think
really
seeing
kind of
you
to
in the
say.
media and seeing you be who you are helps people like me and everyone else who watches our show and your show. I can't say enough about that. So just thank you for being.
Well, the great thing is,
are.
I mean, we can't all be cookie cutters
we
with
all
the same
can't be.
thing, and so that's what makes this world a great place. We all get to be uniquely us.
Thank you. Do me a favor, sign us off on a spoonful of Paolo. Usually I do, but you're so good at it when you do it. So in your news anchor voice, just say goodbye. Which is our main that camera. Say goodbye to that camera.
That's the main camera?
Yeah, sign us off. Yeah.
This is Thomas and Paolo on a spoonful of Paolo. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye. That was so good. Oh my God, I feel honored. Thank you.
Thanks. You wore a tie just for me?
Just for you. I take care of you, see?
Wow.
I can take it off.
Right.